Okay, so I thought what I would do is do a reaction and instead of because I know we got to do Jason the Wheeled Warriors after and then of course we're looking at The Little Mermaid, that anime Little Mermaid series. Um but I thought we would do something a little different. Uh because I've been watching a lot of old movies like the Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis. I finally sat down because I had give you my life story here. I a couple years ago bought a like 5 movie set and to replace the VHS that got destroyed. I was like, finally I have them. There's like a couple of them that I didn't have. And because like Scared Stiff is my favorite. And I have it again. And but also I've been watching the Marx Brothers. And I thought what I would do is react to a scene from Animal Crackers. And yeah, I decided not to go with the most obvious. I mean, duck soup is like their best. But I also enjoy, I mean, like I enjoy Marx Brothers. I can't get enough of the Marx Brothers, you know. I remember talking with my great grandma and she said, I think it was Zeppo that went into the military. She's like, "Oh, he broke hearts when he went into the military." And so 'cause of course he was the very good-looking one. Oh, good heavens. So so those of you that are unfamiliar with the Marx Brothers, there a lot of their stuff is slapstick. They started on stage, on vaudeville and everything. So expect a lot of wordplay. There's a lot of times where you have to stop and you gotta you gotta keep up. Yeah. Chico and Harpo are they're a lot of times paired up and they're the very slapstick. But when it comes to Groucho, whenever it's very wordplay, a lot of wordplay, and and he doesn't hold back. He does not hold back. Look, I put up the 4 record set that I had when it was like his last performance, and you guys have been loving that, and I'm glad that you have because I enjoyed it when I bought it, and so there have been a lot of people who said that they actually went, and I'm loving your stories. So, but so we're going to look at this. And so for those of you that are new to Marx Brothers, I really hope you enjoy it because I'm hoping to do this a little bit more. I may do like Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis. I also enjoyed the Road 2 movies, uh, which is Bing Crosby and Bob Hope. I wasn't the thing about the Road 2 movies, you got to have Dorothy Lamour with them because she was you got to have that trio. That's just the bottom line. Uh, in Road to Hong Kong, I don't remember the gal that was in it, but it it just fell flat for me. It was almost like they put out a movie just to put out a movie. And it didn't feel like Bing Crosby was in it. I mean, it was just like he was just not enjoying being on set at all. Uh, so, but my favorite is Road to Morocco and that whole. I absolutely love Road to Morocco. And of course, everybody knows Road to Morocco because Family Guy parodied the main song in that. So, so anyway, let's take a look at this.
here, madam? Oh, the police. Have them come in. Oh, so that's your game, is it? Well, you can't shut me up. No, you can talk to my attorney. Jamison? Yes, sir. Take a letter to my lawyers. I'll show you a thing or two. Or three. Show you a thing or three. Oh, Captain. Sending for the police. Take a letter to my lawyers. Sending for the police, eh? I say take a letter to my lawyers.
Okay, so this lady, she is Margaret Dumont. She appears in several Marx Brother movies. She she is now I'm not sure because it goes back and forth because she looks um okay, I'm getting ahead of myself here because her facial expressions are perfect for the Marx Brother films. And the story goes that she did not understand the jokes, and that's the reason for the expressions and everything. And all that. But I have also heard that she did understand the jokes, but she was, of course, acting, you know. I think one of the best is I think it's again in this particular movie, Animal Crackers, and there's a bridge game, and that's of course Harpo and Chico. And Harpo is doing his thing, and she's sitting next to him, and she starts cracking up. Again, her facial expressions are great for the Marx Brother films. And she was usually you see him, I mean, you see her alongside Groucho. You don't really see her alongside the others. But when they did the bridge game, that was rare. And I mean, she was, yeah. I'm kind of surprised that they kept that in. Um, because she was really busting a gut. I mean, next to Harpo and him doing his thing, you would think that they would reshoot, but they didn't. And it's actually I'm actually glad that they didn't, when you watch it. And so I don't know which one to believe. I mean, you know, and I've also heard that Groucho didn't really respect her, but I've seen interviews where it's obvious that he really did respect her. I mean, eh, his kids have even said that he really didn't have a lot of respect for women, but he did respect Margaret. So, um, for his kids to say that, you know, so, but yeah, that's Margaret. She was a very successful stage actress, and she has a very successful acting career. And but yeah, she and Groucho pair well together, but it's very rare to see her with the other brothers. So, but anyway, let's continue.
Well, I am taking it. Well, read me what you have so far. Honorable Charles H. Hungadunga. Care of Hungadunga, 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 and McCormick. Semicolon. How do you spell semicolon? All right, make it a comma. Honorable Charles H. Hungadunga, Care of Hungadunga, Hungadunga, and McCormick. Gentlemen, question mark. Do you want that in the letter? No, put that in an envelope. Now then. In re yours of the 5th inst, yours to hand and beg to rep, brackets, that we have gone over the ground carefully and we seem to believe, i.e., to wit, e.g., in lieu, that despite all our precautionary measures which have been involved, we seem to believe that it is hardly necessary for us to proceed unless we receive an ipso facto that is not negligible at this moment, quotes, unquotes, and quotes, hoping this finds you, I beg to remain.
Hoping this finds him where?
Well, let him worry about it. Don't be so inquisitive, Jamison. Sneak. I say, hoping this finds you, I beg to remain, as of June 9th, cordially yours regards. That's all, Jamison.
Gosh. Okay, but let's not forget he was sending the letter to his lawyer because she called the police. What does that have to do? Uh, this is the genius of the Marx Brothers is that they go off on like the most random. You think my mind goes off the rails? Maybe this is why I watch Marx Brothers. Oh my gosh. It makes absolutely no sense. You think that just happened? Oh, yeah. And that other brother is Zeppo. That's the one that broke hearts, according to my great grandma. There is another brother as well, but he didn't go into, I mean, he was part of the vaudeville act and but as for film, it seems like he was in their early film career, I think, but um like when a Duck Soup appeared, or even in the Coconuts, Coconuts was first. He didn't show up. They called him Gummo. And yeah, because I remember in the Ford record set, Groucho was talking about that. And yeah, he didn't show up. I don't know what he did. If he continued like a stage, a lot like what Marie and Grace, because Marie continued a film career while Grace found her niche in, I believe that's the right word, in stage. So, but yeah, that's Zeppo. So,
I'll show you where I get off. Sending for the police. Now read me the letter, Jamison.
Honorable Charles H. Hungadunga.
Hunga dunga.
Hunga,
Hum.
Hungadunga.
That's it. Hunga dunga.
In care of Hungadunga, 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 and McCormick.
You've left out a hunga dunga. You left out the main one, too. Thought you could slip one over on me, didn't you, eh? All right, leave it out and put in a windshield wiper instead. I tell you what you do, Jamison. I tell you what. Make it 3 windshield wipers and 1 hunga dunga. They won't all be there when the letter arrives, anyhow.
Hungadunga, Hungadunga, Hunga, and McCormick.
And McCormick.
Gentlemen, question mark.
Gentlemen, question mark. Put it on the penultimate, not on the diphthonic. You want to brush up on your Greek, Jamison? Well, get a Greek and brush up on him.
In re yours of the 5th inch.
I see.
Now, you said a lot of things here that I didn't think were important, so I just omitted them.
Oh, Captain! Good gracious!
While he's reading back the letter, that's when you watch uh Margaret's facial expressions because you do see where she's kind of snickering a little bit. And yeah, it is hard to again, I'm pretty sure it's just acting with her because she did have a successful stage career. I mean, yeah, their humor is off the rails, obviously. I mean, we still watch it now and everything, but and I know where a lot of people wouldn't understand it, but after working with them for so long, I'm pretty sure she understood it. And yeah. And in fact, there was an interview, I think he was with Dick Cavett, and he talked about how they did an anniversary show, and it was like 2 weeks later she passed away. And the way he said it, he was so heartbroken. Groucho, Groucho was talking about it, and he was just so sad when he said it. So obviously, yeah, their relationship was very special. And he really did have respect. And in fact, I saw recently and it was like a PBS special where Dick Cavett did a whole special about him and Groucho. Because Groucho came on his show quite a bit, and I'm interested to see that. It was back in December, and I don't know if there's I don't know if it's something that you can watch on YouTube yet or not. If so, I will find it and put it in the description box. And but yeah, I have seen a couple episodes of Groucho on Dick Cavett's show. And but anyway, let's see how this turns out.
So, you've just omitted them, eh? You've just omitted the body of the letter, that's all. Left out the body of the letter, that's all. Yours not the reason why, Jamison. You've left out the body of the letter. All right, send it that way and tell them the body will follow.
You want the body in brackets?
No, it'll never get there in brackets. Put it in a box. Put it in a box and mark it Fragilly.
Mark it what?
Mark it Fragilly. F-R-A-G. Look it up, Jamison. It's in the dictionary. Look under fragile. Look under the table if you don't find it there.
Quotes on quotes and quotes.
That's 3 quotes?
Yes, sir.
Add another quote and make it a gallon. How much is it a gallon, Jamison?
Regard.
Regard. That's a fine letter, Jamison. That's an L. That's dandy. Now, I want you to make 2 carbon copies of that letter and throw the original away. And when you get through with that, throw the carbon copies away. Just send a stamp, airmail, that's all. You may go, Jamison. I may go, too.
Mrs. Rittenhouse?
So, as I said, lots of wordplay, and and so apparently Christmas Story was not the first one to use the frigilly. Actually, they did it a little bit differently, but and again, watch Margaret's facial expression. She was doing it again towards the end there, and and I mean, yeah, like I said, tons of wordplay. When it comes to Chico and Harpo, it's more slapstick, more physical comedy and everything. I mean, Groucho tends to do physical at times uh, when the other brothers show up. This one was just one that I enjoy the wordplay more than anything. So, anyway, I would like to do more of this because I enjoy these types of movies. So, if you enjoy these types of movies, mention what kind you want me to watch. I will try and find them, or even a scene, and I'll try and find it. If you want Marx Brothers, or like I said, the Road 2 movies, even Laurel and Hardy, anything. Just let me know. Let me know in the comments section. Anyway, I'll close up here.